Hello friends, this is Dr. Gaurav Kumar and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to our channel so that you can receive our videos on time. Today we are going to discuss about rabies virus, which is a very dangerous virus responsible for causing various neurological disorders. In this video we will be discussing about epidemiology, morphology of the virus, life cycle of the virus, pathogenesis, diagnosis and the treatment of rabies. So let's begin the video. Introduction. Rabies virus belongs to the family Rhabdoviridae and species Rabies lassa-virus. It is a neurotropic virus that causes rabies in humans and animals. Rabies transmission can occur through the bite of infected animal like dog, jackals. Rabies virus is responsible for causing neurological problems such as abnormal behavior, hallucination, and insomnia. Epidemiology. Rabies virus has an extremely wide range of hosts. However, dog rabies is responsible for most of the human cases, in which an infected dog bites a human and transmits the virus in them. In the wild, it infects many mammalian species, birds, reptiles and insects as well. Rabies has been reported from 150 countries on all continents except Antarctica, and majority of the cases has been reported from Asia and Africa. The number of human deaths each year by rabies is estimated to be 40,000 to 50,000 worldwide, and annually about 100 million people received post-exposure treatment for the rabies, which is quite effective. However, sometimes it is unable to save the person. Virus morphology and the structure. So virus is 70 nanometer in diameter and approximately 175 nanometer in length, with a characteristic bullet or conical shape, as you can see from the diagram given in the right, and in the bottom you can see an electron microscopic diagram of the same. They are constituted of two main structural components. One is helical ribonucleoprotein, which is the core of this virus, as you can see in the diagram, and the surrounding envelope, which has been shown here with the green color structures. In the ribonucleoproteins, genomic RNA is tightly enclosed by the nucleoproteins. Two other viral proteins, that is phosphoproteins P and the large L proteins, are associated with ribonucleoproteins. The envelope surface carries approximately 400 large papillomers, which is also called as spikes. M protein is associated with both the envelope and the ribonucleoproteins, which is present in the core of it. Genome organization. The genome of this virus is single-stranded, linear, negative sense RNA, which is of 10 to 15 kb in size. The genome encodes 5 genes, that stands for N, NS, M, G and L genes at 3' to 5' end. If we talk about gene products, then N gene is responsible for producing nucleoprotein, which is the major component of the virus nucleocapsid. NS gene produces NS protein, which is component of virus polymerase. M protein produces the protein that facilitates virus binding. G gene produces glycoproteins that forms the papillomer, which forms the spikes basically. L gene produces RNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme. Life cycle. Virus attaches to the host cell with the help of receptors. Then the virus enters into the host cell by the process of endocytosis. Following that, it undergoes uncoating and releases its nucleic acid into the cytoplasm of the host cell, where it undergoes transcription and translation in order to form proteins. Along with this, it also goes for replication and form multiple copies of its genome, which undergoes maturation in the cytoplasm, and finally it obtains its envelope from the host cell membrane and releases out from the infected cell. Whenever an animal is getting infected by rabies virus, it shows certain behavior. Animal can display aggressive behavior, ataxia, irritability, anorexia, lethargy, and excessive salivation. As you can see in the picture also, you can get an idea. Transmission. Mostly humans are getting infected by the bite of infected dog or any other animal which is infected with rabies. Infection can also acquired in the laboratories to the people who is working with this virus by respiratory droplets, although it is less likely to happen. Pathogenesis. Transmission is usually by the bite or an accidental break into the skin. Virus replicates in the muscle cells near the site of bite for most of the incubation time. The incubation period varies from 14 to 90 days and may extend up to 2 years according to the distance between the site of the bite and the central nervous system. The virus travels centripetally along the axons of the peripheral nerves, lead to the entry and infection into the central nervous system at a rate of 12 to 100 millimeters per day. So because of that, if the distance between the bite site and central nervous system is long, it will have more incubation period, and if the distance is less, then it will have less incubation period. After this, virus replicates in the brain neuron cells, migrate centrifugally down through the cranial nerves. Then the virus enters in the salivary glands and result in the excretion of the virus in the saliva and or in the flow of tears. Risk of developing rabies after a bite varies from 5 to 80% depending on 3 factors, that is severity of exposure, location of the bite, and the biting animal. For example, bite on the head and neck have shorter incubation period, which is usually 15 days, because of rich peripheral nerve supply and the less distance between neck to the central nervous system. While if bite is on leg, then it can have a longer incubation period because it will take long time to reach to central nervous system. Clinical features. So in prodromal phase or initial phase, infected persons show symptoms such as fever, rhinorrhea, sore throat, malaise, gastrointestinal upset, back pain, and muscle spasms. Agitation and anxiety may result in diagnosis of psychosis and intoxication. Paresthesia, pain or severe itching at site of bite may be the first neurological symptom which will be seen among the affected peoples. Now further, the disease develops into rabies, which can have 2 forms. First is furious or encephalitic form, where person will show agitation, hydrophobia, extreme irritability, aerophobia, and hallucinations. While in some patients we can also see dumb or paralytic form, where prominent limbs becomes weak and person may show paralytic symptoms. Coma after 1 week of neurosymptoms with death within few days can also be seen if the rabies gets into a dumb or paralytic form. Diagnosis. Staining of brain sample by Nagler stain to see the Nagri bodies. As you can see in the image also, this arrow is representing the presence of Nagri bodies inside the infected cells. We can perform RT-PCR analysis for the detection of virus RNA in the brain of the suspected animal or human. ELISA test can also be performed using specific poly or monoclonal antibodies in order to detect the viral antigens in the blood sample. Management. There is no effective treatment available for rabies. However, post-exposure prophylaxis, which is having 3 steps, can reduce the chances of getting infection. First is wound care. So immediately after the bite of the animal, we should wash the area with soap and water, and a virucidal agent such as iodine pervodine solution or 1% benzalkonium chloride can also be used for cleaning the wound. Second is passive immunization. Human rabies immunoglobulins are available. They can be given at 20 IU per kg body weight. Third option is we can go for human diploid cell vaccine that can be given to the people after getting exposure. As you know, the incubation time is too long, therefore the vaccine could also protect the person after getting infected from the rabies virus. So that's all related to this virus. I hope all of you might have liked the information. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel so that we can bring up more such videos to you. Thank you all.